Finally, Outlander Season 7 is over, and the surprising conclusion of the finale was powerful. Season 8 will mark the end of the fantasy TV series, thus Claire and Jamie's narrative is about to come to a decisive conclusion. 100,000 Angels, the 16th episode of Season 7 of Outlander, was a pivotal moment in this process. It began by revealing that Claire was recovering well from her gunshot wounds sustained during the Battle of Monmouth. Now that this was resolved, Jamie and Claire made the decision to head back to Fraser's Ridge, North Carolina. In fact, Claire and Jamie's problems are far from done, even though their Outlander Season 7 injury ended happily. In episode 16, William shows up at the chapel where Claire was recuperating and asks Jamie to assist him in getting Jane Pocock released from prison. In the midst of all of this, the Outlander Season 7 finale alternates between Brianna and Roger in 1739, where they visit with long-lost relatives and make decisions about their future. Of course, young Ian and Lord John also got a moment in the spotlight, but nothing comes close to Claire's disclosure about her daughter, Faith. Claire found young Fanny singing in the Continental Church in the Season 7 finale of Outlander, I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside, a song composed in 1907 and originally recorded by Mark Sheridan in 1909, is not your typical tune. Unless Fanny was somehow associated with the time traveler, she could not have known this song in 1779. When Claire realized what Fanny was singing, she was reminded of the decades ago when she had sang I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside to her stillborn daughter, Faith. Claire then turns to Jamie and tells him that their kid might have survived. In the Outlander Season 7 finale, Claire had tentatively concluded that Jane and Fanny's mother was Faith, her and Jamie's daughter. Jane's red hair appeared to be another clue that they might have the same name, and she discovered this while examining the woman's necklace. But what really got Faith thinking was Claire's vision of Master Raymond. After Claire's horrific birth in France, Master Raymond had healed her, and he apologized at her church bedside for something she would soon learn about. Something remarkable is taking place here if this was more than just a vision. A major twist in Outlander Season 7 is the revelation that Faith may have survived her stillbirth. Claire had cradled Faith's body for several hours after the birth, so there had never been any doubt that the baby was lost. Despite being born dead, Mother Hildegard was gracious enough to identify, baptize, and bury the child in a proper manner. Faith's survival appears to be completely unattainable, but it's Master Raymond who completes this conundrum and flips the whole narrative. In Outlander, Season 7, Episode 16, Jane Pocock's passing served as the impetus for Claire's misgivings regarding Faith's survival. This girl was a Philadelphia sex worker with whom William had become acquainted. In order to prevent Captain Harkness from abusing her sister Fanny, Jane killed him earlier in Season 7. She was arrested as a result, but William assured Fanny that he would spare her from hanging. Sadly, Jane had committed suicide by the time William had enlisted Jamie's assistance in breaking into the meeting hall. Another aspect of the conclusion of Outlander Season 7 concerned the bond between Jamie and William. The two discussed William's birth circumstances after the former assisted his son in his attempt to save Jane. Although Jamie acknowledged that he had not loved his mother, he clarified that he had not raped her. He continued by saying that the woman had shown courage and fierceness, and that he would always remember that he was the one who had, in a sense, killed her. Nevertheless, Jamie stated that he had no regrets about anything, suggesting that he wouldn't want William to be born. One of the more heartwarming scenes in the Outlander Season 7 finale was when Brianna and Roger reunited. After everything had calmed down, they were able to meet up in time and even had a lengthy meeting with Brian Fraser. Brianna's striking resemblance to his late wife Ellen startled Brian. Naturally, he was unaware that his own granddaughter was Roger's just-arrived wife. All in all, it was just a pleasant conversation. Now that everything has been resolved, Roger and Brianna are eager to discover when they belong. At the conclusion of Outlander Season 7, Ian and Rachel broke some wonderful news. In this edition, the couple were married, and in Episode 16, they made plans for their future together. In the end, it is agreed that they will go back to Fraser's Ridge in North Carolina with Jamie and Claire. Following this, Rachel informs Ian that she is expecting, which makes them both very happy. As a result, viewers have something to anticipate in Outlander Season 8. The biggest dispute in this installment was also given a provisional conclusion in Outlander Season 7, Episode 16. Since Lord John's admission that he had carnal knowledge of Claire, Jamie has been furious with him for a number of episodes. As a result, Jamie almost killed his friend, but he had set the incident behind for the sake of Claire and Williams. The Season 7 conclusion makes it clear that Jamie and Lord John are still at odds and that their relationship has not returned. He did, however, show that he was moving past it by letting Lord John bid Claire farewell. As it enters its final season, Outlander is in a great position. It appeared as though Master Raymond's promise from Season 2 that he and Claire would reunite would remain unfulfilled. This character returned in the 7th season finale, which also created an intriguing mystery that should continue into the following season. The magic of Outlander would have been elevated to a new level if Faith had indeed miraculously returned to life. Then comes the crucial query of why Master Raymond would do all of this in the first place. What's the bigger picture?